So today I will be reviewing Little Women LA Couples Retreat Season 6 Episode 28. This review isn't going to be too long because there wasn't really too much going on this week. So it's going to be short and sweet. So let's get to it. In this episode, it wasn't about Matt this time. It was mostly about Andrea and Chris. And they've got some real problems going on. I mean, it got really bad. I mean, it started right at the beginning of the episode where they came down to eat, and Drea said she woke up in a bad mood, and she was just really sniping at him. Like, he would say, "Do you want this?" and she'd be like, she wouldn't talk, and it was just really bad. So the minute they get down to eat, they brought a ton of tension with them. So they got into an argument, and Chris storms off, and he goes with a fishing pole towards the water, and everyone was like, "Is everything okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm just in a bad mood." Chris comes back, he tries to talk to her again, and he said, "Why are you acting this way? Why are you letting everyone see you act like this?" And she just really tore into him. Now, I've never seen Drea act like this. Like, I've watched this show, I would say years now, for a very long time, and I never really seen her attack Chris this way. So they ended up going to see Hassani, and they didn't go with the other couples on the activities that they had planned. So they went to go talk to Hassani, and they really needed to. I guess at the end of the day, Andrea still holds resentments for her from Chris cheating on her and leaving her. Now that did happen last season. Yeah, I think he left last season. And it just, so when she's sitting with Hassani, and Hassani says to Chris, "Have you been unfaithful before?" And Chris says, "Yeah." And he said, "More than once?" And Chris said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, when was it?" He said, 5 or 6 years ago. And it was almost like Andrea had a flashback. She was like, "Yeah, he left me for some other girl, and and he wasn't there for his kids, but I'm being gentle." Like, she was actually yelling in his ear, like, "You left me, you little no good sucker." It was really bad. I mean, I've never seen these two argue like this before. Now, I know that Chris doesn't have the best track record as far as being around and leaving her and going to this girl and that girl, but to see the rawness in Andrea's voice, and just to see it really made it very serious. And and I always say, I love Crazy Chris, but I forget, Crazy Chris is like, can be a crazy jerk. He really hurt Andrea, and she has every right to be upset. But the only problem is you can't really move forward if you're hanging on to the past. So these two have to come to some kind of reconciliation here. I mean, even Hassani couldn't get through to them. They need more than a one-time therapy session. So, they got a lot to consider. They have kids and history between each other, and it just didn't get resolved today. It was kind of hard to watch. So while Chris and Andrea were going through their problems, the rest of the group went on with their activities. They went jet skiing, and I think Todd tempted to go, but he didn't feel comfortable because his feet didn't touch the ground, and all he had to protect him was to hold Christy. And don't forget, he can't swim. So him and Christy decided not to go, which turned out to be a good thing because, poor little Jasmine and David, they actually flew off the damn jet ski. I mean, it's not funny, but, it was, those things can be dangerous. I've been jet skiing before, and, if you go too fast, it's almost like hitting a wall. You gotta be careful on those things. So, but everyone else had a very good time. And besides that, everything turned out pretty good. There wasn't any other couples really arguing like that. I mean, Tanya did kept mentioning how she really doesn't trust Kerwin, or is not used to, I don't know what's going on in that relationship. They're gonna need more than a one-time counseling session too. I mean, this is not making any sense to me. But the best thing about this episode is that Christy and Brianna really said sorry to each other. It was Christy who initiated it. She said, I'm sorry for the way my behavior. I thought I was protecting you. These are good things to hear. I mean, because they don't need their friendship to end over Matt. I mean, she might need her friend one day, and it's just good to see that they reconcile, and it seemed very sincere. A lot of times people apologize, on these shows, and it's like something I have to do so I don't look bad in the public eye. I think Christy really meant she's sorry, so that's good news. So that's pretty much all that happened this week. Sorry it wasn't too much more going on. I'll be back next week, though, to really dive into this Tanya and Kerwin situation, and then hopefully Chris and Trey can find some kind of resolution, because I hate to see them break up over past mistakes. If they don't change, it's not gonna work. So I'll be back next week. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time. Bye.